Susan Gutfreund is the wife of legendary Wall Street banker John Gutfreund. Susan had built up her large wardrobe during the heady bond boom of the 80s. I was about to get my very first sighting of haute couture in the flesh.
This is what started me on my voyage with the haute couture. And as you can see, the handwork is extraordinary with all the ribbons and the crystal aurora borealis in the center. And as I say, I've just never gotten over the beauty of this dress, and to this day it enchants me. I've always been passionate about textiles for as long as I can remember, and this for me was the ultimate. I bought this dress. I felt like I had been transformed. It's very much the way a young girl feels about when you see your first Cinderella movie. And I was enchanted. I was convinced I was the prettiest girl in the street. You see, the whole thing is snapped open. I think that haute couture, it does change you from the point of view that you enter into another world. And it is that very refined world and rarefied world that has become increasingly smaller. And this one I love. This is a Chanel from my vintage collection. And this I love because I think the textile is so amazing. I love the colors, I love the textile. And of course, this is one of those dresses where you can't eat because the bustier is so tight, and this is done in cashmere. And here you see all the work and the bones and the underpinnings.
I learnt from Susan that as a club member, it's not enough to wear the clothes. You've got to really appreciate how they've been made. It's part of the club subculture. For Susan, haute couture is a wearable art form, and she's a patron. It's worth every penny.
How many pieces of haute couture would you say you had yourself?
Oh, I have a few pieces.
Club members don't go to the Paris shows just to see the clothes. Equally important is the catwalk moment, when the house designer himself takes a curtain call. Club members worship them.
Valentino never stops, and he's really a fabulous person.
I love Jean-Paul Gaultier. I love him as a person. So fun. I love him. I love everything about him.
Christian Dior's house designer is John Galliano.
He's a genius, unequivocal genius.
Karl Lagerfeld is Chanel's top man.
He's a genius. He's a true genius. And I think it gets better. And he goes from strength to strength, and I think he's unique.
It seemed to be protocol amongst club members to swear allegiance to their god designers. Susan simply adored Karl Lagerfeld.